Hello, and welcome to the 20th episode. Yes, you heard me right. The 20th episode in our 30 days marathon journey into discussing 30 important questions singles must ask while dating or courting. You heard me right. We are on episode number 20. And today, the question, excuse me, the important question you must ask the other person whom you are dating or courting is, are you still communicating? Are you still talking with your ex? Are you still talking with your ex? Your ex. And that would be maybe an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend, or someone they have courted before, someone they have gotten into a romantic relationship with before, and you want to find out if talking or communication is still going on between the person you're courting or dating and their ex. It's very important because when we date people, when we court people, there are always a lot of emotional connections which are created in that process. And sometimes when we part ways with our exes, there is a kind of emotional carryover. And sometimes it's difficult, to completely deal with those entanglements, emotional entanglements, psychological entanglements, social entanglements, which you have had with that person probably for a long time. And if sometimes the things you have done together, the things you have discussed together, they keep creeping into your new relationship. And when you keep talking with your ex, when you keep talking with someone you have broken up with, and you are right now in a new relationship, your communication, your talking, or your conversation with the ex might influence negatively your current relationship. And that's why number one reason is so important. It's so important to ask, the person you are dating or courting, if they are still in communication with their ex, is that your current relationship or your current partner may feel insecure or jealous if they perceive that your relationship with your ex is too close or intimate. Just to put it this way, it's important if the other person you are dating or courting has that feeling that your relationship with your ex is too close or too intimate, it might bring jealousy. Or insecurity. So when this person is asking you if you are still talking or having a conversation with your ex, they want to be sure that they have a real place in this current relationship. They don't want to think you want to make them some secondary person while you are still in active communication with the person you said you have, somehow broken up with them in the past. And you want to know in which way is this person you are courting, emotionally attached, or it's somehow still close to the person they said or purport they have parted way with. And like I said earlier, sometimes some people say, that's my ex, but they are still seeing each other. They say, that's my ex, but they still have a lot to do together. That's my ex, but are still emotionally intertwined. And they still meet, they still miss each other. And it's not a secure thing to be in a relationship where somebody is constantly saying their ex. Of course, it's always important to know how deep were they involved when they were relating with each other. Do they have children involved? If they have children involved, now that they are separated or now that they are divorced, now that they are no longer together, now that they have decided to part ways and go their separate ways, in which way are they relating? How much intimacy is existing between the two of them? You don't want to be in a relationship where you are just being treated like some firefighter who is in just to make a situation to calm down, and this person might tomorrow walk back to his ex or to her ex and tell you he or she only got into your arms or got into a relationship with you just because they were going through some traumatic situation, just because they went into conflict with the person they really loved, and you showed up as some person, who was able to give them comfort and relief in that momentary or trouble. And right now they have been able to resolve their issues and they have to get back together. You want to know, are they still seeing each other? Are they still relating with each other? And this is going to help you judge and decide if you are continuing with that relationship or not. Because if you're in a relationship where there is already conflicting loyalties, you are wondering if the person you are courting or dating is more loyal to you than to their ex, or more loyal to their ex than you. You are having these thoughts of who is more important here, me or their ex. Are they doing a lot with them than with me? And that's why I always advise that when somebody tells you, I've broken up with this person, you have to really go deeper than that surface statement to be sure that they are actually emotionally separated, they are actually socially separated to an extent that they don't have a dealing that is so close which can make you doubt their loyalty to the current relationship. Are they loyal to you? Because ongoing communication with their ex will create a sense of conflicting loyalties. And your current partner may question, even if it's you relating with your ex more, your current partner may even question where your loyalty lies, which can lead to a lack of trust and emotional distancing. And relating so much with your ex when you are in a current relationship brings a lot of discomfort and can even lead to resentment in your current relationship. Because you can't say you're moving on and yet you're looking backwards. Until you are very sure you want to move on, don't try to move on. And until you are very sure that you are ready to end a relationship, or you have ended a relationship and you have been able to deal with the emotional baggages, you have been able to deal with those emotional connections which you carried from the previous relationship, don't get into a new one. Relationship, you don't have to play or toy with the hearts of people. You have to be very sure of what you want before you go for it. Some people get into relationship only to realize that this person who came to them only came to them because they were in trouble. It's not because they ever loved them. It's not because they were in any way emotionally attached to them. They just wanted some solace, some place to dissipate in the moments they had issues with their so-called ex, and the moment things are resolved, they dump the current relationship and they go back to their ex. You need to find out how connected, or are you still in a conversation? Are you still talking with your ex? You want to be sure you are not being used as a firefighter. And once things are fine, they are going to dump you and go back to their ex. You want to know that each day they will not compare you to their ex. And this is the issue with people who keep jumping from one relationship to the other. They keep collecting wrong data and data from people and apply it on other people, and it becomes a serious issue. And sometimes you find yourself in a relationship where this person constantly compares you to their ex and tells you you don't measure up to their ex, you don't do as much as their ex, you are not as, good, I don't know, whatever aspect that as like their ex. That still tells you they are missing their ex. And if you stay in that relationship, you will constantly be in the second position and would not enjoy happiness. You will not have a happy relationship because you don't measure as much as the people they separated with. And the truth is, they are still in love. They are still in love with that person. They are still emotionally attached with their ex, and they are still longing. They are still longing and craving and hoping that one day they could either turn you into their ex or they could go back to their ex. Until you are ready to burn the bridge that leads to your ex, you are not ready for a new relationship. Thank you. Thank you for watching this 20th episode. And please, please, please register for our Thriving Singles training program, which will be coming up. The next cohort is in April and May. The next cohort is in April and May, and you don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to miss out on this. Please get registered for our training cohort for April, May, and I'll be looking forward to see you. Shalom.